You'd think the deadliest animal on Earth would have teeth the size of kitchen knives, claws that could open a car door, a roar that stops your heart before it ever reaches you. You'd be wrong. The real killers on this list are almost invisible. Some are smaller than your fingernail. One of them is swimming in a river a child is playing in right now. By the end of this video, you'll never look at small the same way again. This is the ranking of the 10 animals that kill the most humans every year, counted down from the least deadly to the animal that ends more lives than every other creature on this list combined. Let's begin. 10. Sharks. The animal Hollywood turned into the ocean's ultimate villain. 32 feet of muscle in the case of the largest predatory species, rows of serrated teeth, and a bite force that can crush bone. And yet, sharks kill roughly 6 to 10 people worldwide every single year. Most attacks aren't even predatory. They're a case of mistaken identity, a shark investigating a splash that looked like a seal. You are statistically far more likely to be killed by a vending machine, a coconut falling from a tree, or your own toaster than by a shark. The ocean's most feared predator ranks dead last on our list of killers. 9. Wolves. Wolves hunt in coordinated packs, take down prey many times their size, and have a bite force strong enough to shatter a moose's leg bone. But wolves fear humans far more than we fear them. Documented fatal wolf attacks on humans average around 10 per year globally, almost all involving rabid animals or extreme habitat loss, pushing wolves into starvation. A healthy wild wolf will do everything possible to avoid you. 8. Lions. The king of the savannah. An adult male lion can weigh over 400 pounds and take down prey 10 times its own size. Lions are responsible for an estimated 22 human deaths per year, mostly in regions of Africa where villages border lion territory and livestock predation turns deadly. Terrifying up close, but nowhere near the top of this list. 7. Elephants. This is where the list starts getting uncomfortable, because elephants are not predators. They're gentle herbivores. Until they're not. Recent government data from India alone recorded over 600 human deaths from elephant encounters in a single year, and Sri Lanka adds close to 200 more on top of that. Combined with incidents across Africa, elephants are now estimated to kill several hundred to over 1,000 people annually, usually the result of habitat loss, forcing elephants and humans into the same shrinking space. The world's largest land animal kills not out of aggression, but out of fear and territory. 6. Hippopotamus. Hippos look slow. They look almost comical, floating in rivers with just their eyes and ears above the surface. That image has gotten a lot of people killed. Hippos are fiercely territorial, can run faster than a human on land, and possess a bite force capable of snapping a canoe in half. They kill an estimated 500 people every year, more than lions, wolves, and sharks combined. If you see one in the water, that water is theirs, not yours. 5. Crocodiles. Unchanged for millions of years, crocodiles are ambush predators with the strongest bite force ever measured in a living animal. Crocodiles are responsible for roughly 1,000 human deaths per year, concentrated in parts of Africa and Southeast Asia, where rivers are also the only source of water, food, and transportation. For millions of people, every trip to the river is a calculated risk. 4. Tsetse flies. Now the list turns invisible. The tsetse fly is barely bigger than a housefly, and its bite alone is almost painless. But that bite can transmit African sleeping sickness, a parasitic disease that, left untreated, is almost fatal. Tsetse flies are linked to an estimated 10,000 deaths per year across sub-Saharan Africa. A creature you could swat without a second thought outkills every apex predator on this list so far. Freshwater snails. This is the animal almost nobody expects on a deadliest animals list. Freshwater snails don't bite, they don't sting, they simply exist in still or slow-moving water. These snails host the parasite that causes schistosomiasis, a disease contracted just by wading, bathing, or working in contaminated water. Estimates for annual deaths from this disease range from 10,000 to over 100,000, depending on the region and reporting quality. A snail, sitting silently underwater, more dangerous than a crocodile. Now we're near the top, and the numbers get serious. There are over 600 venomous snake species on Earth, and in regions with limited access to antivenom, a single bite can be fatal within hours. Snakes kill an estimated 100,000 people every year, more than every animal below them on this list combined. Most victims are farmers and rural workers in South Asia, Southeast Asia, and Sub-Saharan Africa, bitten while working barefoot in fields at dawn or dusk. 1. Mosquitoes. And here it is. The single deadliest animal on planet Earth isn't a predator at all. It weighs less than a raindrop. It has no teeth, no claws, no venom in the traditional sense. The mosquito kills an estimated 725,000 to 1 million people every single year, mostly through malaria, but also dengue, yellow fever, and Zika. That's more than every other animal on this entire list combined, more than twice over. Malaria alone claims roughly 600,000 lives annually, most of them children, under 5 in sub-Saharan Africa. Sharks get the movies. Lions get the documentaries. But the mosquito, small enough to ignore, easy enough to swat, is and has likely always been humanity's deadliest predator. So, the next time something tiny lands on your arm, remember this list. The most dangerous animal on Earth was never the one with teeth. Which one on this list surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments, and subscribe to InfoWild for more rankings that flip everything you thought you knew about the animal kingdom.